I'm back. Let's see what they're talking about. This does not know how to count. Let's see. So let's see. Well, Square jumped ship from Nintendo to Sony. Enix, they seem faithful to the Nintendo somewhat. They released 4 Dragon War games on, and yeah, still have the same engine basically, I guess. But they were 4 completely different games. As you especially would count 4, which was episodic and each had its own individual story and motivations for the characters. You didn't play as the same guy, the same one guy. I think my favorite was the original guy, that Pink Knight guy in the first thing. Gee, I forget what his name was. But he grew to heal slime and did the healing for him, and he fought monsters and stuff. It was really brief story concept. It was really good. Ragnar, I think his name was. Let's see. That was the 4th game. 1, 2, and 3 were remade on Game Boy Color. Actually, bring Dragon War 1 and 2 together. Were on one cartridge. The first game was by itself. The price was larger. We had to wait till the DS released it 4. It's kind of ironic that in both cases of Final Fantasy, PlayStation 1 original releases for both Final Fantasy series and Dragon Warrior, aka Dragon Quest, were the 7th of the series each side. One came out at the beginning of the life cycle of the PlayStation. The other one was repeatedly shelved or pushed back in production. So for years until it was just as the PlayStation 2 was coming out, completely. Oh, excuse me. I decided I had really enjoyed Dragon Warrior 7 more than I enjoyed Dragon Warrior or Final Fantasy 7. The character a little more dynamic. Let's see. Didn't go for oversized melons when it comes to the women. You know what I'm saying? That's like Maribel. She's the fishmonger's daughter. The fish shop. The little guy owns the fish shop. She's his daughter, and she plays with the hero who is the son of the fisherman. Andersburg gets wacky. Keeker. Everybody says looks like Conan O'Brien with longer hair, or as a Jay Leno, next to Jay Leno with long. Well, either one. Looks like one of the guys with the big chin is a big chin, younger looking Jay Leno with red hair, long red hair. Kiefer was the prince. You never wonder why he hanged out with the weirdo hero guy. So he was just drab and stuff, and my favorite character has to be what's his name? The wolf boy guy, whatever his name was. Final Fantasy 6 was a much more interesting game than I'd say it. Story elements and the plot elements. They build the game around every character's specialties, their appearance, specialty attacks, weapons they use. Um, there was Edgar and Sabin, or was it Saban? No, it could be Sabin or something. Sabin fought like a Street Fighter 2 character. Except you didn't see one jump as you pressed up, so it was easier to make the moves go down, moves go through. We did him, and anyway, Gal was a great character too. Wild boy. He would wander around. Yeah, you told him to go chase after a monster. Chase after a monster for a while. Then maybe middle of your next monster encounter, come back and learn how to fight like that monster in the Veld, Grasslands area. He's living in his own little plot of land. Let's see. So it's kind of fun playing the game. Teaching all the characters their magic spells. So I don't know. I got into the trap of playing Final Fantasy 7 heavily in Magic, and I learned all the limit breaks or anything that way. Oops. There time I'll try to play Final Fantasy 7 the way it should be played, and a little bit on game facts or whatever, see how I should play it. I'm stuck at this point. I'm probably not over finished the way I have my party set up. Dang. It's been ironical like 6 and 7. Let's see. Monsters are called Aspers. And 6, 7 they were. I don't know. And 6 the magical things were called. I had the word to say in my head, Magicite. What do they call them? 7. Maybe a different name for that stuff. I don't remember how long it took. I don't know how long it took me to. People say the first few hours of Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest 7 were kind of boring. I didn't think so. And then you had to solve a puzzle. That's pretty interesting. It's pretty boring wandering around Midgar and Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, it was boring. Cutscenes in here and there and all that stuff. I never cared for the cutscenes. They look pretty good. But they seem to spend more money on the realism in the cutscenes than they did on how good the game graphics look like. There were rudimentary geometrical shapes. The graphics for the backgrounds were kind of like Resident Evil, and they were pre-rendered sprites, two-dimensional. And a lot of characters here and there. The cloud gets smaller as you went into the distance. The camera stuck in one area. When you get real close to the camera, it's ugly looking. I think they had eyeballs to his face or something, but there was no facial features except the eyeball when you looked at him. That was creepy. Let's see. Spoilers. One of the most interesting, I noticed surprise deaths in video games. It was not Aerith. I think it was. There's so many games I played. I don't remember there was a girl in Soul Blazer. Her name was Lisa. Her dad died. I think he was being taken away by these soldiers, and he decided to blow himself up with a hand grenade or something. Um, Final Fantasy 4 had Sid jumping off the airship. The Retribution was Sid in Final Fantasy 6. He's sick, you have to feed him fish so he gets healthy. Not just fish, you have to make sure the fish you pick up are not poisoned. So every time you grab a fish, you have to check it. If it was not good, you reset the game and go back and reload the game again and find a fish that's good. Eventually, then feed it to him. And he just stay on the island. You get see Farewell and Cells. Celeste, I think is her name, or was. Well, she would go away. She was the character bred from test tube to be into Magicite. Terra was the half Esper half human character. I forget. Was she totally Esper? I forget. Anyway, the character you had to really feel sorry for was the Emperor Gestalt. At near the midpoint in the game, I think it was, he's trying to kill Kefka with magic, and his magic fizzles. Kefka decides to fool around the statues on the floating island and zaps them with a lightning bolt. I think I don't know exactly, but I think it's also those words were who to rule. Yeah. Kevin was easy of a bastard. Thinks he did. I think I played. I remember Final Fantasy VII pretty good, and I believe Sephiroth was blamed for a lot of things, and he was off camera, he'd appear doing something, even when he didn't even pay able to air off on screen. There was a moment just before that the cinema signal showed where he controlled as Cloud. He was about to strike her with his own sword. So I don't know, for years I thought he hallucinated that part of seeing Sephiroth. The whole time Sephiroth was on the tube. They're like, where's Sephiroth? We're gonna follow Sephiroth's trail. Whatever. Kind of groupies kind of thing. I don't know. So, that belief in the CGI crap. Square. No, I don't. Final Fantasy Spirits will win. I do not blame the director for that movie. He just lost his mom. So he named a young character in the future after his mother, same first name. And it was trying to tell us about the afterlife and ghosts or something. So the only thing that ever related to the series of the games was Sid. But you have to keep in mind, not every game in the series was the same. Up to 9, not to 6, it was in a certain way. 7 was departure, 8 was a departure, 9 was a throwback. Like I really wanted to see as animated CG animated movie was 9. So we got Final Fantasy VII Advent Children instead, which probably didn't sell as well as it should have, considering it just weird away. Making those two movies, I heard they had to bring these mainframes to They're super size of rooms, so rooms to actually animate both movies, and they're both mainframes were different specs. You know, I don't know. Considering I got a copy of Final Fantasy VII and the Children as a UMD movie when I bought my PlayStation Portable, limited Final Fantasy game version. Yeah, they're just pushing it out. Sony can make up shit, cartridges for the Vita, UMD screen, UMD discs for the PlayStation Portable, and there's many different versions of PlayStation 3 that came out. Good God, Miss Molly. Microsoft's equally as guilty. I mean, gee, people had to get over the many reincarnations of Game Boy for Nintendo and DS versions, DSIs, and whatever. And the game systems they didn't have a standard. I don't think. What it evolved to, I feel like the Super Slim version better. If I had a choice, I would have bought that first. But I bought a 40 gigabyte version. Two of them, 40 gigabytes. They broke. Eventually, Kmart under their warranty by giving me in the mail a 160 gigabyte regular slim, not the super slim, but the regular slim version of PlayStation 3. I put a 250 gigabyte laptop hard drive in there. But I'm not talking about that. Don't have it anymore. I'm thinking of buying get the chance, but in July when I get enough money, or maybe sooner, I'll purchase it on PlayStation 3 so I can play that Metal Gear Solid 5 game, Phantom Pain. I still want to play it for some real reason, small reason. I'm not sure I would like it much, but I played the Ground Zeroes on my computer. Now this computer, in fact, which for many reasons is not up to speed. So I was talking about Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. So let's see, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on Game Boy Advance, 3 Game Boy Advance. Nope. Number 3 was on DS. Number 4 was on Game Boy Advance and DS and PlayStation Portable. I read somewhere that the basis for Final Fantasy games on Game Boy Advance and PlayStation 1 were the Wonderswan Color adaptations the Wonderswan Color was not released in America, made by Bandai. Alright, now this is a long video, so